A quiet Friday afternoon turned into one of the most shocking moments the city had ever seen. Inside a small jewelry shop on Oak Ridge Avenue, the day felt normal: customers browsing, staff arranging new inventory, but outside, three men who had studied the store for weeks were about to execute a perfectly timed robbery. They knew the owner's habits, the guard's break schedule, and even the exact minute new stock arrived. To everyone else, they looked like ordinary customers, but behind their calm expressions, a perfectly calculated plan was already unfolding. At exactly 3:17 p.m., the first man entered the shop pretending to browse. He held the door for the second, who slipped inside with his hands in his pockets. The third man stayed outside, making sure the automatic security shutter would not close. Within moments, the store's calm atmosphere shattered. The first man gave a subtle nod, and the second pulled out a metal tool to smash the display cases while the third kept watch. Customers froze and staff stepped back as the men filled their bags with watches, diamonds, and gold. No one was harmed, but the tension in the room was unforgettable. In just 40 seconds, the thieves grabbed merchandise worth hundreds of thousands of dollars and vanished. Their escape was almost flawless. A stolen car waited in a narrow alley. 2 streets away, another vehicle was ready to help them disappear without leaving a trail. They had chosen the time carefully right during a shift change, when police response slowed. For a moment, it seemed as if the perfect robbery had been pulled off, but in the panic of rushing out, one of the men accidentally brushed his sleeve against the counter, leaving behind a tiny streak of fresh industrial paint. When detectives reviewed the footage, they spotted the unusual mark and traced the paint type back to a specific factory district. Within hours, officers found an abandoned stolen car with the same paint smeared on its door. Inside, they discovered fingerprints, a broken glass residue from the jewelry cases, and a discarded mask. With street cameras, ATM footage, and traffic signals, investigators slowly mapped the robbers' escape route. 2 suspects were arrested, first living suspiciously lavish lives, only days after the crime. The third tried to flee the country but was stopped at the airport after customs flagged his identification. Their wealth and crime collapsed because of one tiny mistake. In the end, the stolen jewelry was recovered, the shop reopened, and the city finally accepted what seemed like a flawless plan had been undone by a single overlooked clue. And the crime became a lesson. No matter how carefully criminals prepare, real evidence and real detective work can expose everything.